Hello everyone. I'm demonstrating the controls, well, controller for our game. Before we begin, I tested I tested it in Gary's mod because, easiest game to use. And I mapped the joystick to the WASD keys for standard movement. The white key for E, the gray for Q, and the red one right there for the escape. And I used Gary's mod because it was one of the easier games to do, and because I knew it would work in a text editor and all that. But before we get started, I used in the joystick variation, and since I couldn't like use the escape itself, I used the hex codes for each letter. For like if the Y stick is less than 20, I use the hex code for S to indicate it should go backwards. If the Y value is greater than 1,000, I use the hex code for W to indicate that W is pressed and should move forward. Same with if X value is less than 20, it presses hex 64, which is D, to indicate it go to the right. And if it's greater than 1,000, to press A, the hex code for A. What the hell is that sound? Hold on. Some interference somewhere. Seems to be when or after I got it. But okay, whatever. And yeah, it just said A. But since I had to use hex code for the escape button, I went ahead and did that, and it's really bothering me. I'm not even sure where it's coming from either. But yeah, the hex code or escape isn't here. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not here. But oh wait, nah, it's not. That's a different hex code. But the hell is that? It is definitely my mic. I've got no clue what it is. Sorry, but hang on, I'm gonna turn down the volume of this real quick. Check, check. Okay, that sounds better. Nope. 1, 2. 1, 2. Damn it. Rip. But yeah, I can hear some kind of feedback in my mic. Whoa. Nope. Check, check. Wow, that got loud. Hang on. Ow. Why the hell is my mic being so finicky? Eh. Rip. Gonna have to talk like this. Though, that is better, so... I gotta figure out what's wrong with my mic. But, yeah. The hex code you see right here is for the escape key. Because, you know, most computer games have that escape feature. And as you can see, as I push the red button, it pauses and unpauses the game. The joystick, forward, backward, left, right, and if I walk up to the punk or watermelon and press the makeshift E, I press it once, it picks it up, press it again, drops, and so on and so forth. I currently have the mic set to the joystick switch, which I currently have set to M, and as you can see, it lights up and lights off every time I press the button. And if we go back here and set the flashlight to Q. Oh, well, that's a joy. Oh, wait, right, edit key. Duh. As you can see, as I press the gray button, it set it to Q. And just click apply. Okay, escape. And now the gray button uses the flashlight, which is set to Q. And the button M does nothing now, as you can hear and see, because I took off that function. But yeah, I had used Gary's mod as the test sample because it was one of the easier games to get in and test, and when I was first testing, I noticed that I had to press the E button multiple times before it would register the actual press in game, as well as the Q button. So it took a while to get those two figured out. At one point, I had accidentally set it to where if you press the E, you had to press Q before pressing E again, which was really annoying, but I got that figured out, and now everything works like it is supposed to. So yeah, and our thick boy controller right here, as you can see, there's a spot for the joystick, and I was going to paint some of this, but I didn't have the time or access to the paints that I know of, and we were going to paint this little slot button right here gray, and it was going to be the start button, the um, joystick was supposed to be red, and these buttons, which were Q and E, Q for like the inventory and E for interacting with the environment, both of these, as well as the little bridge right here separating them, were supposed to be red. So it would look like a just shadowy face with red eyes and a gray um, mouth. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the little demonstration of the controller, and I'll have a video of it working with the game later today. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. But yeah, before I do go, the reason I used Gary's mod was because we don't have the game programmed with actual interactivity and inventory right now, so I figured Gary's mod was the best bet for showcasing the controller. In the future, we hope to refine our game and have it with an inventory system and interactivity. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the showcase, and I'll see you in the video or in the next video.